If some of the biggest moments in my life were 2D and crudely drawn, this is it. June 21st, 1998, right in the center of Ohio, the day I was born. And I was given the name Kyle David Hall. The first thing that my brother said when he saw me was, "Put it back." I don't think I stopped crying for a little bit. At home, it was just my mom, dad, brother, doggy, and me. When I first started talking, I would say things a little differently. Instead of "wait a minute," I would say "wait some seconds." I think I was thinking a little too literal. Ever since I can remember, I wanted to be a movie star. Fast forward all the way to elementary school, I actually fudging loved that place, honestly. It was where I found my first crush. I also made a lot of friends, and it was just really nice there. I have an IEP, which is Individual Education Program. It basically just helps me learn faster, I guess. Sometimes I got picked on it, but when I was little, I didn't even care. So life was really good, actually. During Christmas, I got my first camera. It was like super tiny, and it was probably like really bad quality, but I fudging loved it. Me and my brother would always make like really silly videos that only we would understand and laugh at. Like if we would show my mom and dad, they would be like, what the hell are you doing? I always loved to film and just be crazy. Once elementary school was over, everyone in that school basically split up. They either went to a completely different school or was just in a different class and we never saw each other. So that's when I had to go out and try to find new friends, which is still very hard for me, but imagine like little fetus self trying it. I actually ended up dating my first girl then, and I was like really proud. She came to school the next day and broke up with me right then and there. Even though it was literally less than 24 hours, I cried all that Friday at Rocket Blast, which is basically a hangout after school every Friday. I only had one person helping me through that breakup, and she actually became my next girlfriend a few months after. We dated for probably 5 to 6 months. It was actually pretty long for my young age. When she broke up with me, I didn't really remember letting it get to me. It was basically just a texting-based relationship. We could never see each other after school, and we only saw each other during lunch and recess. Anyways, then we went to middle school, and I had one friend coming with. That place was hell. I actually had many channels before middle school. They all suck, and I eventually deleted them all. Then I started Blue Airsoft, which is the channel I still have today. But back in the day, it was literally just like airsoft reviews and video game stuff. It was super nerdy. But middle school, that's when I started up band. I love bands so much, but it did stress me out a lot, especially when it was time to go on stage. But I was pretty good and was like super proud after the shows. But I ended up just getting super overwhelmed and quitting as soon as high school started. Anyways, these were the years I started letting the IEP get to me. I felt dumb, and the way my parents would hide it from me, not letting me know what it is, and kids telling me that I'm retarded, I really didn't know what was going on, and I was really confused. I brought it up point blank to my parents, and I basically said I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't think I needed it, and I was just really upset I didn't go through school like my brother did without an IEP. I never got out of it, but I just accepted it and declined any offers with it anymore. So I basically just did it by myself, and I felt way more happier like that. Anyways, now into high school. I was so excited to be a freshman until the very first day. I was picked on so bad, being called gay, fag, ugly, I'm a girl. The list goes on. But that year I actually eventually dated my first emo girl. Pretty life-changing. I dated her for a while. She cheated once. Then again, the cheating continued for weeks, months, probably like almost a year. Eventually, she cheated and got pregnant with my bully's baby. But to this day, she actually regrets that because she texts me wanting me back. But during that breakup, I was literally at my lowest. I completely hit rock bottom. I did many things to try to take my own life. I beat up myself mentally and physically. I had no one. At the time, she was all I had, and once she left, I had no friends, no family was there for me. I had no one. I became severely depressed and could not see an end to any of this. My parents just thought I was crazy, which was kind of true, but they didn't take it as seriously as the situation was. I was taken to a doctor once, and nothing happened. He just basically said I was being a kid, and my parents agreed, and that was that. So the depression went on for years, and really hasn't went away since, but I'm much happier now. Anyways, I had a girlfriend a few years after that one, but it ended like the rest of them, so I'm just gonna completely cross her out from this one. But there is one thing I'd like to mention from her. Her and her best friend both said how ugly and stupid I was, and said I would never become successful on YouTube, and I'd basically have no fans. But that's all she's worth mentioning for, so, you know, karma. And it's actually crazy. Both of the girlfriends that broke up with me and treated me really badly, one of them got pregnant and now has a kid. The other one thinks it's very cool to smoke on Snapchat. So maybe her friends weren't right. Well, thankfully they all broke up with me. I really don't care about it anymore, obviously. They just set an example for what true love is not, and I am finally experiencing it. I'm just finally really happy and in love for the first time, and I'm grateful for all of the exes who, like, destroyed my heart and showed me what love is not. So thank you guys. But yeah, I was just killer depressed and suicidal for years. Then randomly Brian Stars started commenting on my Instagram photos. He followed me, and then one of them said to email him. I was in class and I was literally freaking out. We went back and forth for a little bit. Then the next month I flew out for the first time and I went to play this live. It was probably the craziest experience of my life. And that's where we filmed our first My Digital Escape video ever. From then on, I knew I had such a great group of friends, and I knew I wouldn't be alone anymore. This proves if you try hard and keep working at something, your dreams will literally come true. Like, keep living, keep fighting. You got this. Now I travel the world all the time, and no longer have to be told what to do by adults. I'm capable of making my own decisions because I fought so hard and proved who I am. If you want to do something, don't let your parents or teachers get in the way. Just do it. You might get hell for it and you might lose a lot of people. But if you never stop, you will seriously succeed. Any dream that you have can come true. I promise. I love you guys. Thank you.